Hi, this is Roger with the What's Not to Like YouTube channel. Today we're actually going to change this light out up here. This is basic motion sensor light, and we're going to change the light out on this motion sensor light with one that actually has a video camera on the bottom. This is kind of an old one. It works haphazardly, so it's about time it gets changed out. We kind of took an early look at it, and it looks like it's fairly easy to swap out. So we're going to leave the same box that's up there now, that junction box, that round junction box, and we're going to mount it directly on there after we take everything off. So the first thing we did is we actually went in here and made sure we pulled the circuit mains out of the garage, just so I don't electrocute myself, and put it down there. So we get the circuit mains pulled. I'm going to go up there and check it with a just with a circuit tester, just to make sure that there's no electricity to it, and I'll run through that in a second. So here's what it looks like up close. There's two screws on here. You guys can see one here and one on the other side. So I'm going to take those off, basically it shouldn't be very complex underneath there. We're going to need to figure out what's going on here, because we're not going to use this motion detector system in this box anymore. So we'll probably just go ahead and take the wiring off of that and just pull it out and plug it with something. So that's going to be the first thing. We'll take both those screws off, and I'll show you how to test it and make sure the circuit's not live. So this is what it looks like after we pulled the screws out of there and pulled the front off. We just basically took this piece of it off. Probably be wired up a little bit differently, but here's the main black that's coming out of here. This is the actual power right here. So what we'll probably do is to get rid of most of this wiring, and it's going to plug straight in. There's going to be a ground piece of it, which we'll probably have to figure out how to mount, but I just tested it by basically tying this thing right here. This is a hot lead that comes in. I use these little clips. You guys can see this. You guys can get one of these circuit testers anywhere. But basically what happens is you put a clip in one of these, and one in the white, which is the neutral. And when you put it in one in the black and one in the white, which is a neutral, and you do not see the power come on in these little frames right there, which tells you if it's 120 or not, you know that you do not have power. Sometimes you can check this live before you pull the breaker. I like to pull it anyway, regardless, just to make sure when I'm taking something apart, something doesn't short out, just to be on the safe side. But it's pretty safe. These circuit testers work pretty well. So we know that there's no power here, so I'm going to go ahead and take those nuts off of there, those wiring nuts, and then we'll get to work. So as you can see, I have 4 mounting points for the actual piece that I'm going to put on there. This piece right here. Let me unzoom this here. Basically, I knocked 2 of them out already. You guys can see right here where my thumb is that I was able to poke that out and poke this one out diagonally. But it turns out they have 4 screws, so nothing like being, just making sure that it's going to be in there pretty tight. And also, they were nice enough to put this rubber on the back end, which acts as a nice grommet seal for the piece right up against the junction box. So when you have that, you just want to take advantage. And it was only mounted with 2 screws up there, but since there's 4 of them in here, we're going to just go ahead and add 2 more screws. These are like 632 screws, so my son had them pretty readily. Sometimes you need extra screws around. Sometimes you can pull them out of old junction boxes if you need them, but either way, we got them here. So we're going to go ahead and put that on there now. We got the screws right here, and we're going to go up here and then just mount those up. So you can see we got those 4 screws in there, cinched down on the actual round junction box. You guys can see the junction box underneath there. Fits nice and tight, so it's not going anywhere. All we got to do is make the electrical connections. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with this. They actually have like a little strap here. You guys can see it right up here that you can hang on here. And basically, while you're connecting up the wires for this, and I've never ever worked with these before. They're not really standard wiring nuts, but apparently they have like little clips on here that you can go ahead and stick, you know, these wires in. These wires in and just clamp them down, so it's pretty nice. Since I can only work with one hand, the main thing you want to pay attention to now, right, is coming out of the house wiring. You got a black is your hot wire, white is your neutral wire, and the ground, you know, this plain copper wire is actually your ground. And on this side, the ones you're going to be connecting them to, black, white, and green is going to connect to the copper wire. Green is actually ground on here, covered ground. So whenever you see green insulation, that's covered. But if you don't see any insulation at all on a wire like this, that's a ground as well. So the green will be connected to the copper wire. So it was that easy to mount. So we went ahead and mounted it. There's one screw on each side that needs to be put in, but for the most part, we're good to go. All we need to do is take some of the masking off of it, off the light, and my son already took care of programming it. So you probably want to take it in your house and connect it to your Wi-Fi first if you're using it, because it's a lot easier to do that, you know, then drag it up there than try to connect it up to your Wi-Fi, because there's probably a bunch of things that could happen. It's not too good. So that's it for today. If you like this video, please tap like and subscribe. Thanks so much.